Greetings.
Okay, this is my character. First of all, I'm going to show the gear. So I simply made a Lawbringer in a random 3 open socket weapon. You can see that I have too much dexterity because before going to Lawbringer, I was using another type of weapon which needed dexterity, so that's points that are wasted there. Yeah, I'm running Magic Find in the Helm. Here I've got like cast rate and mana stolen, and a bit of other stats. A bunch of resist here, and stealth. Stealth gives you the fast cast needed with another item. I reach a 30 fast cast. I tried 50, it's better a bit, and 75 is also better, but it's not really worth it. As you saw in player 1, there's enough damage. You don't need to go to 75. So I'm only running these 2 for fast cast. Boots are random boots with resist. There's a bit of MF there. And the run walk is not important because you're teleporting around with, what's it called? Blade Warp. So yeah, this is like a resist ring. A bit more resist. Yeah, I added some strength there to be able to lift those 2 items. Totally random resist ring. This is really weak. And this is also pretty average. The thing is that the life stolen, there's a bunch of life stolen here, so that's not even needed. This could be changed to something else. And my charm is basically something to try to have somewhat nice resist. And yeah, you need fire resist for nil attack. And also when you get poison, it's pretty annoying, so I like to have a lot of poison. Granted, by that with the leech, maybe you don't even need poison, so yeah, there's some strength there, and it's mostly resist stuff, a bit of MF again. All right, and the skills. So this I cast when there is a tough opponent. So yeah, it slows them a bunch, and there's more chance for the curse on the dude here to trigger. And mine is cursed and might. And I farmed it like 5 runs. I got this dude and I just stuck with it. So I maxed Echoing Strike, Blade Warp, and Mirrored Blade. And putting points in Blade Warp yields more damage than points in Mastery. So that's why I put more points in Blade Warp. Then now maybe I'll put more points in Mastery. The crit chance is nice, but you get the diminishing return as you add more points. And another thing that you need to know is that sometimes the Decrepify is actually gonna work with the Blade Warp. If you hit and you're lucky and roll, what's the chance? 20%? Well, you're gonna Decrepify stuff, so that's another added bonus. But yeah, Decrepify doesn't proc on Echoing Blade. Okay, Demon. I'm playing hardcore, so I went with 20 in Blood Oath. So what that does, well, first of all, my Fasto won't die easily, so that helps. I mean, the resist and a bunch of life on him. But also, I've got 43% of damage that goes to the demon, so I'm even more tankier. It's super nice. Yeah, so 1 point in Bind Demon, and I didn't put points here because I don't want to mess up and say cast a Goatman to consume it and lose my Fasto. I really don't want to go farm that's stupid. And Engorge, I actually use it when Fasto loses some point. At some point, you just Engorge to heal him. What else? The Merc. So my Merc, I decided to go with Colossus Volge Insight. And the Meditation is maybe helpful when you Blade Warp around. But it's mostly there for damage, the fact that I'm using Insight. And don't forget that the added bonus to attack rating is massive. So that's the reason, I think, to use Insight. And it's pretty budget. I added sockets with the socket recipe on a bunch of Colossus Volge, and I hit a couple of times. Still using the silly Lifestone Helm. And to be able to lift the Insight, I needed, see, I'm at 194, so that's not enough, so I added this stuff. It's just a basic crap armor. So his resist is pretty okay. But of course, you could instead use this thing. You get 20 strength right there, and then you can add 3 resist jewels, or maybe not jewels, and just put like Hort Raw and either Tal or 2. See, I think it pretty much rounds out everything. And the reason I use Lawbringer is because all the undead now get it by Sanctuary. Yeah, it means that the undead take damage, physical damage. First of all. Second of all, I run nil attack, and you need rest in peace.